focusing on this thing is just... Where's the focus ring? There we go. It seems that I forgot to charge the battery in the other camera, so I had to switch up cameras. But in today's video, what we're going to do is talk about the different types of point-and-shoot cameras to use in certain situations, or at least how I feel they should be used. Sorry about it, I've got to... So, let's go make a video. Thousand thoughts going through my head. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Hang on. So that I heard a doggy. Test 1 2 1 2. In a recent video, I talked about the relevance of point-and-shoot cameras in today's world. Even with cell phones in everybody's back pocket, I still feel that there is a reason to have a good point-and-shoot camera with you when you're at a party or at a bar mitzvah or at a vacation or diving and looking for the lost archives of King Solomon or something. There is a good reason for you out there to have a point-and-shoot camera. And you might disagree with me, but I mean, come on, the cost. Like this point-and-shoot camera right here, this thing right here, which takes decent photos. We'll go over it in a second. This thing's like 20 bucks. I got it for 10 actually. And you can get them as... you can get them fairly cheap out there in the real world. Now why should you care about a point-and-shoot camera and the expense of it? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Let's say you're at a party just sloshing it up, having a good time, and you're just doing your thing, and you want to take a picture. Okay, sure. Pull out that cell phone. Take that picture. Then what's next? What's next? You really think you're going to put it back in your pocket or your purse or your merce or your underwear or your butt crack? No, you're going to set it down on the bar. And then what's next? What's next then? Somebody comes by and goes, oh, look, a free cell phone. It's gone. Gone. Huh? Or what if you drop it and it falls and the screen cracks in your screen? No, you got to buy extra protectors, screen protectors, whatnot. And let's go back to that guy who stole your phone. And yeah, it's going to be a guy. It ain't going to be some cracked out woman. No, it's going to be a cracked out guy. Yeah, you know, maybe it's a Bigfoot. You don't know. Maybe Bigfoot's in there for a celebrity interview or something, and he's actually got some crafty hands, and he goes crafty on your cell phone. Well, guess what? You're out that money now. You're out $500,000s of dollars. Then your bank account? Well, good luck on that. You're not getting that back because guess what? Bigfoot drained your bank account. Yeah, but it's gone. You know how you could have solved all that? You could have solved all that by getting a cell phone. That's what we're talking about. You could have got a point-and-shoot camera like this one, this Casio right here, and you would have just lost a few memories. Boo fucking who? No, but you couldn't get a point-and-shoot camera, could you? No. You had to use your cell phone because you had to show the world how special you are. But you know what shows the world you're special? That you had the iconic vision of Papa Bug to get something that people would ogle and Google and ogle and about. A point-and-shoot camera. So yes, we did talk about that in the last video, but what we didn't talk about, the thing we didn't stress on, is what certain point-and-shoot cameras could be used for better than others. Like this, like this action camera right here, this DJI Action 4. Yes, this one's a little above the price range because we're trying to keep everything within a decent budget, you know, well under $300, and this one is not really there yet. And this is a great little camera. It's got some drawbacks, but we'll go there. But you can get a good used DJI Action or a GoPro 8 or 9 or a brand new Akaso 8, Brave 8 or 7 for well under 200 bucks. In fact, I just saw a GoPro 9 for $150 on Marketplace. So that's pretty damn good. Now, what's great about that, it still has great stabilization. The photo quality on this is phenomenal. You know, and it is just basically point and shoot, because look, you got your shutter button, and I'm having to look at the screen, and you got your power button. That's it. You turn it on, you're good to go. In fact, some of these, if you have the settings right, you push the shutter button, and it's on. It's good to go. It's boom, you're done, and turn it off, and it shuts down by itself. So that's pretty cool. You can, it's done. So that's what's wonderful about this. And like I said, you can get them fairly cheap. And here's another thing. You drop your cell phone, you might break the screen. You got to get an extra case. You got to get a screen protector. But this one, oh, oops. It still works. And here's the thing with the screen protector on this one. Check this out. There's your screen protector. That's it. Lens cap. And you got to make sure that it stays on tight, because if it doesn't stay on tight and you put it in water, then you're out your money. You don't want to be out your money. You want your camera for the rest of the vacation. You don't want Bigfoot stealing your vacation photos, do you? No. So you gotta keep that on. You gotta keep it on. Like sexy. But anyways, action cameras. So these are good because, and also if you look at them compared to your cell phone, look at that thing. How much bigger that is. And then look at that, wider. So this can fit easily in your pocket. This can fit easily in your purse, curse, verse, rackety rap, microphone, check. So these things are pretty good. Now the drawback is, now when it comes to photos, I don't know, I haven't used these extensively for photos, so they should be fine. But if you're going to use it for video, for vlogging, which I am going to do a video on vlogging, like what's better, the cameras, newer versus older, and what situation are. I did a bunch of videos at Home Depot with these to see which one would hold up, and well, it wasn't good. So anyways, so if you're going to use it for video, that might be a drawback, because you get maybe about 20 minutes of runtime on one battery, and they run out pretty damn quick. So that means you'd have to have extra batteries. And then on top of that, this thing heats up. So about time a battery goes out, you got to change out the battery, you got to let it cool down. So as far as a video camera itself, it's not something I would suggest. I would say put this in your arsenal of photography, because they are great little B camera rolls. Like, a lot of my car driving videos, this is what I use. They're good for B rolls. They're good for action shots, being in the water. This thing is durable versus your cell phone. You drop your cell phone in the ocean, guess what's going to happen? You're going to corrode it possibly. It's not really good. You drop this in the ocean, you're going to be fine. You drop this in the lake, you're going to be fine, because it's going to maybe get knocked around, you know, and Bigfoot ain't getting in there, because you ever heard Bigfoot stinks. So drop this in the ocean, you're safe, because Bigfoot ain't touching that shit. No, he's a stinky man, shit. You can, it's like when Bigfoot, here's how you know Bigfoot's around. You take some sewage, mix it in some shit, and it's like it's something that died but didn't die, came back to life. And I mean, zombies want to die when they smell Bigfoot. It's just not good. It's just not good. But anyways, an action camera, a good action camera, add to your arsenal. It's a good way to go. But that's your action. That's the sports. That's the fights. That's the, you know, Bigfoot hunting. I dare you. Whew, no. Then, if you want to party with Bigfoot, you want just simple party shots, the quick little, hey, I'm looking fun, I got to get right here. This right here, this little Casio, or one's like it, little point and shoots. It's just very simple. It's got the basic controls, basic functions, power, zoom, and shoot. That's your shutter button. That's it. Just pull it out, turn it on, good to go. That's it. And these things run for, I got this one for, I've said it before, $10. This thing right here it's a beautiful little, good to go. It's good to go. Kind of like my ex-wife. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't mean that. It was a joke, only a joke. Anyways. She's not good to go. I just made that up. I was just trying to be funny. Forgive me. Anyways. And it has scene shots too. So if you just want to quickly go to scenes, like a quick action, boom, action shot. It has party mode, night mode, portrait mode, a lot of good, quick, simple modes, which is great for something you have for a party camera. So party camera, this is what I would consider a party camera. It's not really one to do street photography. It's not one to do scenes. This is just something to pull out and get that quick up close shot, use the flash, get that nostalgic feel. It's beautiful. So, and that's one thing we didn't mention about the cell phone versus these cameras. You get that nostalgia picking something up and pow, and it's beautiful, right? And then we have the classic look, like this one. This is kind of a retro feel, but it's also the kind you go to like an art museum. You want to be seen. It's like, hey, how you doing? It doesn't have flip up screen, so don't. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is what is this? This is the Samsung WB350F. It's a great little camera, and again, it's just another camera you pick up, you go, and it actually has a bunch of scene modes in it. It's very simple, very basic, and it's a good little camera if you want for weddings, parties, you know, just a nicer camera. I don't know what else to say about it, but this is what I would do if I was going to go to an art museum or I was going to go to some nicer little party, because it's stylish, it's beautiful, kind of like the Olympus, which I've done a video on. And I think it has the same high quality, except you don't have 1,000 lenses you got to carry with you. It's just in your pocket, boom. In fact, I went to my kid's graduation. It was great, but the distance, I should have had a better one for distance. My bridge camera, that was better for distance. This, I failed on because I thought it looked good with my suit. But that's what that is. That's more up close stuff. So is it? Oh, it's not. So that's, then if you want to get more retro styling, you go for something like this. Nikon has one of these. This is the Canon PowerShot SX130IS. This camera is beautiful. Just looking at it, it takes you back to the days of old. This one, I would say, this is for like when you're, you know, you want to do street shots. If you want to go to the park, you know, just a day out, because it's very rugged, very solid. You know this one's going to last you. I'm not saying drop it in the ocean. I'm not saying, you know, take it to the lake. That's the action camera. But if you want to take this one out for a day and not worry about it, $40 is going to get you a hell of a deal. And it takes wonderful pictures. Again, Nikon has it. I think Sony's got a couple that look like this. And again, it's just point and shoot. And this would be a bridge camera sort of, because it has more of the controls, more functions. This is actually, I think, labeled a bridge camera. I'm not sure. I'll put it up on the screen and let you know. But yeah, this is to kind of get you into the idea of, you know, do I want to get better at what I'm doing? This is a good test run. And it takes wonderful shots as well. Now, if you want to do more street photography, you go for something like this Lumix right here. And of course, other cameras have them. Sony has them. The two cameras I used to do the intro to this, they have it, but it's the flipped up screen. I mean, this is the kind of camera you go stealth mode. You know, you kind of hold it down to your waist and you look down at, because when you're doing street photography, because this is what this is good for, street photography. The Canon, which is one of the ones I use for this, great for street photography. They're also good for vlogging too. In fact, I'm going to do a comparison video with this one, which is, I think, 2016 versus newer ones, to see, do you really need to spend the money to do a good vlog video? Yeah, this won't have the stabilization for vlogging. This won't have the, you know, the same tech specs on it, but is it good enough for vlogging? And that's coming up in a video really soon. And then like I said, I've got the action camera for vlogging too. So I'm gonna have 2 vlogging videos. Do you really need to spend that much money on this stuff? We'll find out next on Daddy's house. Anyways, back to this. But yeah, this is what I would consider like a street camera, just because of that right there. It's black, and that's good because you can hide it and hide in the shadows, and nobody's gonna see you spying around because you're doing street photography. So the Lumix, this is by Panasonic. Here's the name of it. Blah blah blah. So my dog. So check this one out. You can get these. You can pick something up like this for under $200. I've seen them for well under $200. Now, if you are going to venture into the world of SLRs, or you're planning on it, well, you can take a step in that direction without spending the money, because SLR cameras, well, for God's sake, they can get expensive. Yeah, you can get like the older ones, but if you're a tech guy like me, you've got to have newer and better. So you're going to want to spend $1,200. But for under $200, back to it, you can get something like this, a bridge camera. And why is it a bridge camera? Well, it has the functionality of the actual cameras out there. You know, it has all the functionality of the actual, well, this is an actual camera, of a DSLR. So you have all the functionality, you have all the controls, but a fixed lens right here. This is a fixed lens. And if you've ever seen my moonshot, yeah, I'm looking right up here because I'm looking at what's going on. If you looked at any of my moonshots, I've got it with this one right here. And I think Nikon, this is a Canon PowerShot SX420IS. I think Nikon's got one called the P1000, and it is just, I want one because it's just massive. So I've got Nikon and Canon. In fact, I've got a Nikon, red Nikon that I'm about to put a battery door on, and if it works good, I might end up selling that one. So stay tuned for that, because if you like any of these, we maybe talk. I don't know yet because I like my cameras. But this is why it's a bridge camera, because it has the same functionality as an SLR, except you aren't carrying 1,000 lenses with you. You've got your one lens, and it takes great landscapes. It's got great distance. It's a camera. It's a very multi-use, except this one, the Nikons, they have the up screen, because on my Nikon, but they don't have flip up screens. They do have an up screen so you can get the low shots and everything like that. And they take great shots as well. But that's what this is. This is the bridge camera. This is to take you into moving into SLRs. So if you're wanting to experiment with SLRs, but not spend the money on SLRs, well, this is what is called a bridge camera, might be the way to go. So I'm editing the video, and I forgot to add one thing. All those cameras will do what the other camera is doing. They will vlog, they will take photos, they will all do a really good job. That was just my personal take on what they could be good for. So just pick the camera that you enjoy. And remember, go show the world how you see it. See you next time on Daddy's House.